recent years, the amount of weebs in America has been increasing at an incredible rate. With the representation of weebs growing to such large numbers recently, there is no doubt that we will eventually get a weeb president. While this would be great for advancing the rights of us weebs all around the country, one part about a weeb becoming president has been often overlooked, and that is, of course, how would the position of First Lady or the First Gentleman work when there is no physical person that the weeb president would be married to? Now, as we all know, it is physically impossible for weebs to get a partner. Doesn't matter whether you are a male weeb or a female weeb, and if you say otherwise, then you are just lying. Instead, we have dedicated our lives to our waifus, our husbandos, and to everything in between. So, the question remains of, could a waifu become the first lady? Or could any other fictional character that you are in love with become the first spouse as well? Unfortunately, in the United States, it is not exactly allowed for you to legally marry a fictional being. You can sort of do it, but it's a janky workaround. Essentially, you can have an unofficial ceremony and change your last name to that of your fictional character. However, that's about as far as you're going to get. As for the rest of the benefits of marriage and also being legally recognized as being married, you are not going to get these in the United States if you are attempting to marry your waifu. So let's imagine a hypothetical situation where I have been elected for president and I attempt to make my waifu, whom I am married to, at least in my head, the first lady. Now, the first lady is technically an unofficial position in the White House. Basically, it's made up. So, in theory, as long as everyone agrees that the first lady is actually the first lady, then, in theory, anyone could be the first lady, or anything for that matter. So, assuming that I could just get the entire nation to believe that my waifu was, in fact, the first lady, then that would simply be reality. Unfortunately for us weebs, I do not believe that this country is fully ready for that future. At least, not yet. However, I do have hope that as us weebs grow as a minority, we can eventually become the majority. And one day, having a waifu, husbando, or anything in between while you're in office will be acceptable. It's a future that we sadly don't live in today, but I have hope that we can see it come true within our lifetimes.